Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're here on the level 65, Shadowknight, Rogue, Shaman. We've got 3,021 AA points spent with 3 saved. You can see in my chat log here that I just blew a bunch of them. I picked up an 8 run speed, energetic attunement, delayed death, a handful of ranks into those things. None of those are useful to me, so I don't know. I just was blowing points. In the last episode, we got access to the plane of time. So we're starting out in the plane of time here. We're going to attempt to kill some stuff and progress through the plane of time. I don't know which place is best to start. I'm gonna go northwest and start with the undead trial area. So there's different phases of Plane of Time. There's phase 1, which I believe has the trials. So there's 5 trials. That's about all I know. All I remember, vaguely remember a phase 2 with like large packs of mobs and stuff. Let's see, can't reach that, get closer. Cannot create expedition already belong to another? I thought I dropped that. Prison of the Forsaken? Huh? What does that mean? Okay. I guess that automatically adds me to an expedition when I click on it, but for some reason it wasn't working. Don't know what the... talk to this guy. Welcome. Okay. Alright, so let's try the undead trial, I guess. We'll talk to this guy, do the undead trial. Stand on this and open it, and I think that starts the trial. There we go. Alright, so, ooh, they kind of hit hard. For my buffs, I've got the usual, nothing special. Got my 4 clicky buffs up here. Got my illusion fire elemental for the damage shields. I got shield of flame, also damage shield, aura of battle, which gets overwritten when I'm not lazy, and switch in my avatar weapon. Alright, but switch back. We just procced avatar, so aura of battle got overwritten. And we've got chromatic chaos, which is 5 hit point regen, 5 damage shield, 5 AC buff. We got Bramble Coat, it's AC damage shield. We got Call of Fire, which is actually a ranger spell, but we've got an item with that clickable effect on it. Gives us an additional fire-based direct damage proc. I should probably be using my A dot here. Hang on. Is that gonna land? I don't know. What else? What else? We've got Shield of the Arcane. That's a clickable effect from the Rogue chest piece that we picked up in Plains of Power. Stanos' Wicked Breastplate. What else do we got? We got Heart of the Void and Invigoration of Raitan. Those are both buffs from, I think, Shra Temple items. What do we got? I think Vengeful Mail of the Void, that's from the cursed guy in the basement of Shra Temple, and Torque of the Wormlord. I think that's from either the creator or the high priest in Shra Temple. We've got Banshee Aura. That's the Shadowknight damage shield, self-only spell. Call of Darkness, which is a attack buff, 50 attack. Ancestral Guard, Shaman AC buff. Got Focus of the 7th. That's the Shaman AC, or not AC, hit point, strength dex buff. It's group, so my pets get it as well. We've got Ferine Avatar, 140 attack and agility, strength, dexterity. We've got a Blessing of Replenishment, 40 hit point regen buff. Also a group spell, so my pets have that as well. Form of the Great Bear. I've had that one for quite a while. It is 2 hit point regen, 10 wisdom, and also increases our effective casting level by 9, which is actually pretty big. Allows us a better chance to land spells on things that are higher level than us. Alright, we've got Envenom Blades. That's the Rogue AA ability that gives us the buff. Gives us a chance to proc a direct damage and also a debuff on our target to lower their poison resist. Get on this guy. We've got Black Shroud. It's a Shadowknight self buff. I think it's a 90 base 90 hit point direct damage proc, but also gives us a life tap for that damage, and that damage is modified by our AA's spell damage, etc. The heal effect on it is not. It doesn't correlate exactly. It has its own like modifiers. Alright, that guy's dead. We got a Mask of Conceptual Energy, 40 AC, 195 hit points. Decent. Alright, I don't really know what we do. I guess we just keep moving, right? Continuing on with the buffs that we have. Yeah, I don't know. Do we just keep moving? Like, what do we do? Alright, where are we? Here. So we just go straight through, I guess? Or, wait, no. I assume we gotta do the other trial thingies, right? We can just... Where are we going? Okay. Here. And then can we... Let's pick up this one. No? Maybe? Okay. This is the Earth Trial, I guess? Earth Trial, yes. We've also got our Hate of the Shissar. That's the rogue clickable poison. Lasts 2 hours. Does some pretty nice damage. Let me shorten this window here. We'll see some of the crits in our yellow here. What else do we have? Cloak of Lucklin. That's the Shadowknight self buff. I think it has hit points, AC, and a damage shield on it. If I remember right, there's AC, damage shield, and hit points, yes. Alright, and then we've got Spirit of the Leopard. We got that off of the Emperor in Shra Temple, which is currently the only place you can get that spell. However, I've heard that they intend to add that to the loot table for some other bosses in the same level range or something like that. What else we got? We got our old bunny, the familiar old bunny that came from the Easter event. In particular, the end of the Easter event when they gave out awards or rewards for um, people participating in the event. That came out of one of the, I think it was an egg or something that they give you open up, and it's like a random chance to give you stuff. I got this one, 25% spell damage, so can't really scoff at that. And then we've got our sympathetic healing 6 and sympathetic strike 7 buffs. From pretty much all of those are from items. Sympathetic healing 6 is from the Cloak of Crystalline Waters, and strike is from the Gavel of Justice. All right, can we like get more? Kind of speed this up a little bit. Like, can we start the other trial? I don't know. What just happened here? I got summoned up on. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yes, we are starting the other trial. Oh, all right. Trying to get my area of effect disease dot, but it's either being resisted or interrupted often. Okay. I wonder if we can go get more. Can we? Alright, that's fire. Alright, we did undead. We started earth. Can we go get the other? Might be difficult to get over there with me being summoned back. So that was it for the like worn or not worn, but like the castable buffs. And then I've got the lethality proc buff, which is from the rogue AAs, which comes and go. It pretty much stays 100% uptime basically. Here, let me switch back to my avatar weapon. Avatar is fading. And then you'll often see soul consumption in my buff slots there. That's the damage over time being applied to the target of mine, and then it applies a recursive heal over time on me for that damage over time. It's from the Shadowknight epic that I'm wielding in my primary hand mostly. Right now I have there we go, switched back to it. Alright, let me turn this on. So this guy appears to be the boss for the Earth. Where'd he go? Can I not pull him back? Can I, is he leashed? Yeah, he's leashed. Oh well. Alright, we'll kill him here. It looks like the other wave of air guys spawned. I can see them on the map there. For spells that I'm using, I've got a bunch of poison-based dots, which give excellent synergy with the envenom blades. And also my Shadowknight pet is wielding the Rogue Epic in his offhand, so that has Poison Phobia proc. Didn't we just get that? Conceptual Energy? Yeah, we got that from the previous Undead boss. Alright, now we got a non-enchanted version. Alright. Alright. Namon of Air? Oh, okay. Well, it seems like we can we can go like this, and he'll like warp back, so we don't have to fight him until after all the other stuff is dead, which is cool. Alright. Looks like Call of Fire faded. Not that it's going to be super useful on the fire guys, but we'll do it anyway. So spells I'm using: Envenom Bolt, Bane of Knife, Ancient Scourge of Knife, Blood of Saren, Blood of Pain, Blood of Hate. I've got Snarg's Mending. So those left side here, the ones that I just read off, the 6 were all poison-based dots. On the right column here, got Tnarg's Mending, which is my single target heal. Key Essence, which is heal over time, single target. I've got Remove Greater Curse memmed, just because, I don't know, I kind of expect there to be curses. Curses are so annoying, and that's like one of my only ways to remove it. I mean, I do have Radiant Cure, but the Radiant Cure cooldown is like 2 minutes, and it doesn't cure curses that have a high counter. And most of the annoying ones have like a 36 counter. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 times 5, so 45. It'll remove a curse as long as it has a 45 counter or lower. Alright, so we've got 3 trials down. Not too bad. We are 18 minutes in, and some of that was me babbling and making my way into the trials. So we did Undead, Earth, and Fire. So we'll go do... Or maybe that was Air and not Fire. Yeah, that was Air. It's weird to see the phoenixes and stuff. I was thinking those were Fire. So this is the Fire one here. I do pet holds. Back. Okay, maybe those guys will come with me if I go like this. Okay. And then we'll go start this one over here. Hopefully speed things up a little bit. Avatar of Water? Huh. Okay. He almost seems like a boss. Maybe there's no like waves for that one? I don't know. Alright, so making my way down the rest of the spells that I have memmed. I've got Bond of Death, so that's a magic-based damage over time, but also applies a buff on me that gives me a heal over time. That one's nice because it has a negative 200 magic resist check, so it's very difficult for the target to resist it. Downside is I need an open buff slot for the heal over time portion, which is difficult to come by these days. So after Bond of Death, we got Malos. That's the unresistible resist debuff. Unresistible resist debuff. That's a mouthful. This guy doing here. I tend to use Blood of Hate, Blood of Pain most frequently when I know something's not going to live super long. Like on a big boss that I know I'm going to be in a multi-minute fight for, I'll use all my dots. But for stuff like this, like a mini boss, I tend to use those two because they have a negative resist check. So they're less likely to be resisted if I cast them. You can see here, like this one, Blood of Hate, like you can't even resist this. Negative 1,000? I didn't even realize that. I know Blood of Hate has a negative 50, or Blood of Pain, sorry, has a negative 50. I didn't realize Blood of Hate has a negative 1,000. That's basically unresistible. Like unless something is completely immune to, got something on my cursor. What did I get? Water of Eternity. Huh. Alright, what is this? Ring of Force Enchanted. Alright. That must have been the final boss in that area. I see some stuff over here in this one. Let's go get it. Alright. Hey, everybody. Looks like some Shadowknights over here. I see Shadowknight buffs on them. Banshee Aura, Grim Aura. This one, the Wizard, I think. O'Keels and Shield of Malin. For my buffs, I don't have any resist buffs up. Thank goodness. I shouldn't need them. All of my resists are very good. The lowest one being looks like 589 disease and then 592 poison. So if anything, I could probably use Talisman of Tribunal for the dual poison and disease resist increase. But I shouldn't need other ones. They're all over 600. Can you get higher? I don't know. I mean, I probably with more heroic resists, you can probably get higher than what I have. For anyone who's watching this for the first time, I am a solo self-found character. Everything I have, I've obtained myself. I've not purchased anything from other players or the bazaar. Yeah. Looks like Avatar faded again, so we'll try and get a proc. There we go. Let's switch back to our damage there. Right side, I have some faded out. I have a bar, basically like one of these. It's just I right clicked it and set the alpha to normal level, basically 0, to hide the border and the buttons, and so I only see the names on there. So when you see me click on something like that, I'm really just clicking on a hot button. I've got hot buttons for a whole lot of stuff. Right here I got my clicky buffs hot button that covers my first 4 buff slots, uses items from my inventory for those 4 things. I've got a item buff hot button that uses 5 of my items, one after the other. They have built-in delay so that it gives anything with a cast time, any item that's applying a buff to me that has a cast time, the hot button waits for that to finish casting before attempting to use the next one. Alright, we got a pulsing emerald hoop. That's pretty nice. That's actually really nice. That's, man. Be curious to see some of the, oh, hello everybody. Hello. Alright. I'd be curious to see some of the, legendary loot from here, because so far all we've seen is some base and a couple enchanted pieces. I do have my eye on 2 weapons from Plane of Time. I think there's a Shadowknight main hand mace. I don't know who it's from. It's one of the gods. I want to say Enoric or Bertoxulus, maybe. So I'm aiming for that for the primary hand, and then there should be a nice rogue dagger for the offhand. Time Forge dagger or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, we got a bunch of... Can we just, like, go buy these things? Like, maybe? I don't know. Like, do we have to kill this stuff? I mean, can we just go kill that? I mean, it's a redcon. It seems like he's like the big boss of this area, right? Oh, okay, we got some more stuff coming. We got a bunch of stuff on the aggro table there, on the extended target table. So I don't know what I'm in store for right now. It looks like all the undead stuff, maybe. Throw this. I'm gonna switch to my AE weapon here. Try and chop down some of that stuff. We picked up a legendary coral hilted tower from Plane of Water a little while back, which is a 2-hand sword, some nice damage, but the main reason for using it is it has a point blank area of effect proc. Right, there you go. I got a bunch of augments on it, and I don't have any proc augments on it. These are all like stat augments, because I don't want to take away from the actual proc that's on the weapon. My understanding, and this might be wrong, is that each round a weapon has a chance to proc, but that proc is only going to be 1 proc. So if you have 2 procs on the weapon, I don't know how it decides. Maybe it just flips a coin and says, okay, weapon's going to proc this round, let's use Wave of Cold. Or, if you have another proc gem on there, augment on there, maybe it'll say, oh, we're going to use that one this round. So I want the AE proc all the time when I'm using this thing, so don't have any other augments on there that add a proc to it. The Wave of Cold has been very nice for clearing large packs of mobs. Crits for like, yeah, I don't know, we'll have to look through our combat log, but like 2k plus, 3k, something like that. Wave of Cold, 3200-ish. I think it varies a little. But that's for anything and everything that's hitting me, like surrounding me. Alright, what do we got? We got a Veil of Warmth. Cleric Druid Shaman. Increases duration of beneficial spells by 20%. And that was it. That's all we got. Alright, Sneak Hide. So I think where I'm circling with my mouse is like the next area, but I don't know, maybe we gotta clear all this stuff before we can go to that next area. Yuck. If so, yuck. Alright, let's see if I can drag this stuff over to the other spots and try and like A them down, maybe? Alright. 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 Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff here. Oh, yes. Nice proc. Hey, it looks like somebody's got a shield there. Alright, hopefully I don't die here. This is a lot. I'll throw this heal over time on myself, and then looks like Earthen Overseer. He might be a named. We'll slow him and grab Wand of Death for myself. Throw some dots on this guy. What else? This guy, he looks kind of like a named. There's some dots on him. Did just throw out my infectious cloud. Not sure if it's landing very well though. Yeah, I see it. I finished casting for sure, but like my target, for example, did not get it applied to it. So okay. Well, good thing I didn't try and go pull this other group of mobs, because that probably would have been the end for me. From the beginning, these guys got me low a couple times. So well, this guy must be just immune to poison or something, because I just used that negative 1000 resist check poison and he resisted it. You can see a lot of these are low on health, and that's primarily the area of effect damage that's proccing off of my two-hand sword here. Would probably be even better if I came in here with the pets wielding these as well. I do have a couple in the bank. Alright, we'll switch to our one-handers now. Alright, what do we got? Anything? Anything? That's it? Just a bunch of pets and this thing, Drape of the Unending and Shield of the Vortex. Why am I having terrible luck with the quality of these items? I think I've got 2 enchanted, or let's see, 1, 2, I don't know, 3. We got 4 enchanted, and then a couple, like 3 normal ones. So I guess not terrible. Just, I guess, a little disappointed I haven't seen a legendary yet. Alright, we got Bunny backup from another player. That's a buff from the Easter event. some players who participated in it, similar to how I got my bunny familiar. Um, some players got a horn that they can click, and when they click it, it gives a global server-wide buff to everybody online. Does bunny backup, and that gives us a chance to proc swarm pets, bunny swarm pets. Let's do our AE there. Okay. Alright. That. Alright, we already did that side. We'll go get these guys. Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. Yeah, it kind of looks like that might be it. So this might be the last of the stuff from phase 1. Okay, we're taking some damage here. Hopefully we can get some stuff dead, pick up some killing spree procs, land some life taps. This guy. Just got summoned even though I'm standing right here. Alright, we got a legendary earring. Hoop of the Enlightened. Pretty nice. Yeah, really nice. Wow. Um, hmm. I don't like the strength loss, particularly the heroic strength. Nice AC, nice hit points, nice spell damage. Oh man, that's very tempting. I'll think about that one. Oh, we got another Hoop of the Enlightened, non-legendary. Alright, yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff over here that just spawned. That's kind of what I was expecting. Now, if I remember right, we gotta like go over here and then we like jump off a cliff into some like lava or water or something. And yeah, I don't know. Kill this stuff? Do we have to kill it? Can we just like walk past it? Like if I don't kill this stuff and just like stroll past it, is that okay? Where is the other areas of the plane of time? Like can I see them on the map? I don't know. I think it's here. Like this is like where the gods are, I think. I don't know. And then I think this is like where quorum is. I don't know. We'll try killing some stuff, I guess. Hopefully we can take it. It's like some of this stuff is not like targetable, so I guess you gotta kill it. Ouch. Make sure I keep my heals on, I guess. Ouch. Oh, this guy summoned me. Hi. Throw some dots on him. Hopefully get him dead quick. Slowed that guy. My swarm pets are doing some work here. The ones from the Shadowknight AA. Forget what it's called, but they're pretty much just assisting me. Actually, let me turn my pet assist on. Pet assist on. Pet hold off. Okay, I'm not sure if my Shaman and Shadowknight pets were actually attacking because I had told them to not earlier on. Alright, alright. Looks like we got some more stuff that's targetable now. Okay, we got a slow on that one. It's this guy. Maybe, yeah, he's immune to slow. That's alright. We got ways around that. The Shamanic Curse AA, which gets applied, a chance to apply it on every tick of my dots, has a built-in slow mitigation, or like attack speed mitigation. Instead of they had a clever way to get around the mobs being immune to slow. So instead of slowing their attack speed, it actually increases their attack delay. So if you think about it, it kind of accomplishes the same thing. The Shamanic Curse one is not, it's not like crazy. It's like a 20 or 25% increase to their attack delay. It's better than nothing for sure, especially on stuff that cannot be slowed traditionally. Alright, probably shouldn't have been standing there. Let's see if we can get our disease dot off. Oh man, what are these guys doing? Come on over here, everybody. Maybe I'll switch to my AE, my two-hander. There's a lot of stuff here. Looks like my sympathetic buffs faded here. Reapply those. Where's my sympathetic buff? sympathetic buffs. There we go. Okay. Alright, so it seems like the theme here is 1 or 2 packs of mobs and then 2 like beefy mobs. Alright, what's next? These guys. Alright, here. I'll try to debuff him. Okay, got him, got him. And then this guy, I'll do damage. Okay, they're slowed. Let's see. Get my avatar proc back up. There we go. See if we can grab some loot. Elemental leather pant pattern. Alright, we got this guy slowed. Throw some dots on him. Oh man, he's done for. Let's get this cube. Tash or Melosinate slow. Yeah, he's alright. So far so good. Haven't really felt like we're gonna die. Aside from a few times where we've just had way too many mobs, and I think all of them hitting us at the same time was a lot to keep up with as far as sustaining our health. Okay, alright. Alright, we'll throw in our tower again. Oof, 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 okay. Come on. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Alright, I think we're okay. Try to get our heal over time on. And next target, we'll hit him with a life tap dot. There we go. That'll hopefully be good enough to keep our health up while we are killing these. Health tends to be a little more difficult to sustain when I'm using the two-hander, just because I think there's less chance to proc my innate life tap stuff. Alright, switch back to my one-handers now that we're down to one guy. Alright, what do we got? We got any loot? Nothing there. Alright, there. Okay. Throw some dots on this guy. Okay. And some more loot. Grab this loot before it decays, right? Alright. Heal myself a little bit. Alright. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Alright. This guy. Okay. Throw some dots on this one. Looks like we're getting there. I see one, two, three, like four more guys over there that are not like activated yet. Okay. To our heal over time, life tab over time, and then I'm going to switch to my two-hander for some AE damage. Got a minute left on Avatar here, so we'll switch back to the Avatar proc weapon. Got a proc there. Going back to my one-handed weapons. Alright. Debuff this guy. Okay, he's slowed. We'll go after this one. With some dots on him. Alright. Man, we're gonna have a bunch of loot to look through after this. Let's switch to my two-hander here for a second. Okay, back to my one-hander. Looks like final bosses, maybe, of this area. Is that it? Did we do it? Looks like there's a couple things over there. Sneak hide. What do we got over here? Avatar of the Elements and Supernatural Guardian. Okay, well, let's sneak up behind him and at least get Melos and Melosinate and Slow on him. He's immune to Slow, so we'll get a dot on him hopefully. Shamanic Curse will kick in and that'll slow his attack speed some. We'll try Slow on this other guy here. Melosinate, Slow. Okay, he's slowable. Alright, we got him. Any loot? Hang on. I got a mushroom on our cursor, so we can't loot. That stuff, that. Alright, what do we got? Ethereal Destroyer. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We got a time phased quintessence, which I think that's actually highly sought after. An earring of Zaoth core. Man, we got some decent stuff here. So yeah, I think this time phase quintessence is actually highly sought after because I think you can use it to skip stuff here in the plane of time. The guy we talked to start the trials. What's going on here? I think I need to open the door. There we go. Think you can like tell him you have that thing and yeah, it lets you skip stuff. Alright, the Talon Valen. Alright, Talon Valen, Saren, and Terrace. I don't know who's hard, who's not hard. Maybe they're all hard. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about these fights. Try killing Terrace Thule. expand the target window here so I can see the debuffs. Let's throw this on her. It's like there's a bunch of ads coming. Fun. Go with our AE weapon here. Oh, okay. I'll heal myself a bit. Probably switch to the ads, right? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Don't kill me. I'm stunned or something here. There we go. Oh, more ads. Awesome. Okay. I mean, if I just target Terrace, right? I can probably sustain myself while taking out the ads with the AEs. Hopefully not too many spawn. What do we got? Something on me, purge. What is this? Alright. First god in Plane of Time down. Terrace Thule. And, like, Quivering Nightmares. I don't know if that's curable. I did get it off with Radiant Cure. I can't inspect it to, like, see if it's a poison or what it is exactly. Let's go back to my one-handers. Looks like my rogue poison faded. A couple other buffs as well. Okay. So we got some stuff. Cudgel of Venomous Hatred. That's the one I'm looking for my primary hand. Ideally, I would want it to be legendary, so I probably won't use it until it's legendary, but that's what I wanted. Hammer of Hours. Time lapse 750 hit point? Huh. That's pretty good too. Especially if I were to put it on like a pet. or maybe use it myself. I don't know. Anyway, how far along is this thing? It's only 40. Yeah, man. I'm going to put that cudgel here. I'm going to start leveling that up. Alright, redo some buffs here. We need rogue poison. We need our Shadowknight proc right there. Let's move this. Do our sympathetic buffs. Looks like we're missing Call of Fire. Alright. Okay. Let's go try out Saren. What has she got here? Disease. We can cure disease. Alright, we got it. Alright, I'm probably going to start taking out some of these ads. I guess one nice thing about the ads is we can use them against her if they die and we resummon them or like reanimate them as a pet. Alright, we are diseased again. Let's cure that. Got it. I'm gonna pop Rabbit Bear. Okay. Saren down. Take out her ads. Hopefully turn a bunch of them into pets. And then try our hand at the next god. Oh, we turned Saren into a pet. I didn't realize that. Nice. Alright, those are all gone. Let's see what we got for loot. Legendary Ring of Evasion. Just based on the name, I was kind of expecting a dodge mod or something on there. Veil of Lost Hopes, clickable mage item, Girdle of Durability. That's quite nice. Shield of Torment. Do I already have that? No, that's Banshee Aura. Alright, clickable damage shield though. I wonder which slot that. I guess I could look at the slot 4. I think this is slot 4. No, it is not. Slot 2. I feel like that's going to overwrite something. What's slot 4? Slot 4. No, I guess not. Alright. Sneak hide. Okay. I don't know. Do we have to fight them at the same time? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. I'm like stunned, I think. I don't know. Maybe we do have to fight them at the same time. Alright, this could be hard. Ouch. Alright, we'll throw down Spirit Guardian and Ancestral Aid. Definitely getting stunned by something here. Switch to Valen and get some debuffs on him. And throw some dots on him. Okay. Radiant Cure. Come on. Alright. Ouch. Alright, switch back to... what is this? Alright, okay, that's still up. Good, good, good. What is this? Is this a curse or anything? No. Okay. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, that hurt. That happened quick. Alright. So, first death in Plane of Time, courtesy of Valenzac. Although it was both of them. Alright, I think we can probably take them. Might have to wait for some cooldowns, but let's pause and we'll get back there. Alright, I didn't want to skip this part because it might be useful for somebody else watching. I went back to the bazaar. I used the magic map to teleport to my instance or dynamic zone, whatever you want to call it. It put me in here next to the Herald of Jewels of Roe. I talked to him, and he says that I can teleport to the trials, which were an option to begin with, or phase 3 or phase 4. So I'm assuming phase 4 is where I want to go. Maybe not. Maybe phase 3. Maybe because I'm hiding, he won't talk to me. Hang on. Try phase 4 again. Okay. So yes, phase 4 it looks like is where we want to be. What's going on over here? Oh, hello. Hello. I was not ready for this. I'm stunned or something. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Okay, lesson learned. Pausing again. Alright, we're back. Playing time. Phase 4. We've got pretty much all of our cooldowns, minus Spirit Guardian, which is up in 3 minutes. Not sure how close we can get without them charging at us again. Looks like Valen's split, so he's got his like mirror images, and also Talon is over there, I think. Yeah. Okay. I assume if I tag one, they're all gonna come. Okay, he's coming. He's coming. Valen. Okay, I only got 2. Although, what's going on? It says he's not coming for me? What is going on here? That was weird. Alright, so maybe... Nope, okay. No, okay. Nope, okay. Not really sure what's going on. I seem to be just out of range or something. I don't know. No, okay. Dead again. Alright, we're back at phase 4, plenty of time. We've got a handful of deaths under our belt, thanks to Talonzak Valenzac. Not really sure what the move is here. The 3 Valenzacs is kind of killer. Like, I would have thought that the like images would despawn, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And I don't know which one is real. I don't know how to tell. I don't know if there is any way to tell. Let me try this. That one, maybe? That one? Is that one the real one? Let me go over here for a second. Yeah, that's the real one. The middle one. So, yeah. If you look on the EQDB website, you'll see that some named mobs actually have a invisible pound that their name starts with. So if I were to type target Valen, hang on a second, over here, move closer to this one, target Valen, target Val, there, so target Val, that targets this one, and then if I type target pound, target pound, targets this one, target Val, I don't know. What if I do target Val here? Target pound. I don't know. Maybe the middle one is not, because pound seems to be targeting that one as well. And I was just, I don't know, I thought it was closest to this one when I did the target pound to begin with. Yeah, so it's targeting that one even though I'm here. So I have a feeling that one's the real one. And I'm guessing the move is to kill the ads first, but I don't know if I can stay alive long enough to do that with the real Valen, 2 ads, and Talon all coming after me. We'll try it. I'm like, yeah, like stunned. I don't know, something was stunning me. I couldn't do anything. Alright, we're back in phase 4, Plane of Time. Running into the roadblock of Talonzak and Valenzac. I'm gonna try 2 things differently. So I put on a shield. I never use a shield. Yeah, I don't know. This one I got, it's got a 10% parry mod, so maybe that'll help. It's got a little more AC. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna notice any difference as far as the damage we're taking, but that's like the killer right now. Is I can't even stay alive. Stuck my dagger in my main hand just so I can continue to backstab. The other thing I'm going to try is debuff Feign Death, debuff Feign Death. See how many debuffs I can get on them before I engage. Let's see, detrimental. We're going to do disempower. So we'll try to do Melos, cripple, Melosinate, and maybe a slow. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of that will work. Alright, there's Melosinate, Feign Death. Or I'm stunned, I can't even Feign Death. Okay, there we go. I got a Feign Death off. Maybe next time I will throw a heal over time on myself before I do that. So it did say he's immune to attack speed changes. Does seem to stun a lot, which probably is why I'm taking so much damage, because I can't really mitigate anything while I'm stunned. Alright, I'm going to do a heal over time on myself. Target him. We'll try cripple and then immediately Feign Death. Alright, we got him with the cripple. Alright, what are the odds of splitting? Probably nothing, right? Oh my goodness. Can I Feign Death? Alright, I Feign Deathed. Almost died there. I thought they had reset. Maybe my hide and or sneak failed. Yeah, my sneak failed earlier when I thought I was good. Hide. Okay. Alright, wait for them to reset. Okay. Go over here. Heal myself up a little bit. Should I try to tag him and bring him over here? Oh, they're coming. At least those ones are coming. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Death piece. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're probably... Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to try to figure this out at some point, but I don't know if we can do this. Unless he has, like, no hit points whatsoever. Alright, we'll do Rabid Bear, Ancestral Aid, Call of the Ancients. Try to keep ourselves topped up, because I'm just realizing it kind of looks like we split them. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we split it. I saw Valen come charging and assumed that I was done for. But we must be just outside of leash range of Valen's. So he reset, but Talon didn't. Okay. We stumbled onto something here. I do still have a shield on. I don't know if that's making a difference. Alright. We got Talon's. Oh, hang on a second, I've got some stuff on my cursor there. Hopebringer. That's a pretty good paladin weapon. Actually, what is heals your party with the Light of Mara. I could potentially put that on my pet. Unfortunately, I can't level it up though, so maybe if we get a better version, I could do that. Winged Storm Boots. And Bracer of Precision. Okay. Sneak, hide. Alright, we're gonna try and debuff these guys. Let me get a heal over time on myself. Alright, we'll get Death Piece. Can please, please? There we go. Okay. Sneak, hide. Should be good to stand up when he resets. throw a cripple on him and then immediately feign death. Or if I could feign death, just immediately getting stunned. Sneak hide. Alright, we'll try for the middle one here. Stunned. Alright, feign death off. Alright, where's that middle one again? There he is. Alright, try to do cripple and then feign death immediately. Nope, immediately stunned. Alright. Yeah, that is just brutal. Alright, we got resist debuffs on 2 of them, and cripple on 2 of them so far. Okay. Let's get that third one in the front. There he is. Melos and Melosinate. Come on. Okay, feign death. Okay. Try to get cripple on him and feign death immediately. I think cripple was resisted. Yeah. Try it again. Resisted cripple again. Wonder if that's the real one up front. Okay, we did get cripple on him. Okay, feign death. Alright. Sneak hide. Alright, they have reset. Let's get heal over time on ourselves. Drop cripple. Oh, okay. I was not ready for that. Feign death again. Alright, pulling out an additional damage over time. Bane. Alright, let's see. Throw heal over time on ourselves, and yeah, try to just heal ourselves, I guess, until we get stunned again, and then we can't heal ourselves. Get some dots on this guy. Nope, we're stunned. We're stunned. Heal, heal, heal. Heal, heal, heal. Heal, heal, heal. No, heal, heal, heal. Heal. Try to get some dots off. I'm stunned again. Gonna need to heal. Okay. Heal. Can barely keep up with the damage they're putting out. Don't know how long I'm going to be able to sustain that. Alright, I'm gotta heal over time on myself. Let's get that. It feels like this one that I'm targeting is the real Valenzac. So it might be better if I switch to the other one to kill it, just to have one less thing hitting me. Alright. Yeah, this one's... Alright, got a couple dots on him. Keep myself healed here. I'm pretty much just spamming Tenarg's Mending. Try and stay alive. Alright, we're down to the real Valenzac, I think. Throw some dots up on him. Make sure we keep our heal over time on ourselves. Alright, we're gonna do Harm Touch on him. That's got a nice dot portion to it. Get the Shaman dot on him. Do some more dots. Alright, Radiant Cure, get that off me. Alright, kind of seems like we got this. I'll throw up Union of Spirits just for the additional buffer. Alright. Ooh, man. I'm stuck. Um, that was tough. We got a Shinai of the Ancients. Very nice. Shoes of Fleeting Fury. More Monk Druid Beast stuff. Helm of Flowing Time. Pretty nice, I guess. Not sure what that looks like. Legendary. Alright. That was phase 4, Plane of Time. We did Terrace Thule, Saren, and then had a heck of a time doing Talonzak and Valenzac. Man. Good to know we can split Talonzak by pulling him roughly out here. Maybe even be better to do that with Valen? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, good, good, good thing for me to remember in the future that they can be split by leashing. So yeah, this video is longer than I typically like. That was intense. Hardest fight I've had in quite a while. I mean, I had to put on a shield. Like, not a good shield either. This is from like Shra Temple. Glad we were able to pull that off. I don't know how much more in Plane of Time we'll be able to do. Maybe that was like one of the hardest ones for me. You know, it might just be my class combo that was difficult for. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll continue at a later time. Definitely not now. And yeah, I'll have to look through some of this loot. I don't know how difficult it is, whether it is more. I assume it's going to be more difficult to level up some of the Plane of Time stuff. Although my Conjure of Venice Hatred is already at almost 20%, that is only from base to enchanted though, so I'm sure getting it to legendary would take quite a bit. Anyway, Plane of Time, phase 1 through 4, completed. Didn't really have any trouble until we ran into Talonzak, Valenzac, and then hit a wall. But we pulled it off. Got them dead. Phase 5, I guess, would be next, and it looks like there's stuff already up. I think we click on this thing to go there. Sneak hide. Yeah. Yeah. Kazakh Thule. Bertoxulus. Ralisek, I think, is one of them. And who would be the last one? Inork? Yeah, there's Ralisek. Inork. Kazakh Thule. Bertoxulus. Okay. So, next time we will try our hands at those guys. But for now, this video has been going on for too long. For anybody out there who watched it all, I definitely appreciate it. I'm sorry it was very long. That's just the nature of Plane of Time, I guess. And being a solo self-found character. Talonzak, Valenzac, that was very difficult. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks again, and until next time, take care.